Welcome back to Rugby Saturday USA here at Balloon Fiesta Park. We are here for the Girls Sevens Final here in the state of New Mexico. We're going to see the San Juan Spartans taking on the Westside Ruckus. And off that first kickoff, Ruckus kind of bobbled the ball, but there's that ball now. And they're kind of going forward with it. Ball comes back. We see the Ruckus pick that ball up. The Ruckus are running with those green socks, and the Spartans are wearing all black everything all day. And so with yellow numbers, my name's Aaron, joined again by Hero Prinsu. And one thing that the Ruckus coach Maddie was talking about a little bit was that she was planning on bringing in most of her stars a little bit later on into the game. So we're going to see some tough play maybe right now for Spartans. If they want to play, they might want to get ahead now. And that ball kicked directly into the touch. Picked up by the Ruckus. Looks like it went forward a little bit, but ball's gone out the back of the end zone. So we're going to come back now. Our referee for today is going to be Deanna Anderson. Saw her a little bit earlier on, but we're going to see a 22 dropout now, Hero?
Looks like it. I'm not sure what happened in the in-goal area there. It looks like there might have been some forward passing. I'm not sure if they actually grounded that ball. The referee was a bit out of position, but I'm sure one of the ARs would have said something if that wasn't the case.
And we see the Ruckus pushing forward with that ball right now. They want to fight.
Miscommunication between the players there.
And we see all the players are pretty much within the same about 10-meter area. Sounds like the referee called it for a forward pass there. And now we're going to see the Spartans get their chance to kick this ball, or are we going to come for a scrum down? And we are going to see a scrum down now. The Spartans win their own scrum now. Ruckus picked that ball up though. And that ball sort of lost there, bobbled a little bit.
Very scrappy game at the moment.
Absolutely.
Just all of it happening in about a 5 to 10 meter radius. Players just knocking the ball back and forth. I'd like to see some structure as the game develops.
Well, maybe as we talked about a little bit earlier on, just kind of those nerves, especially playing in the championship game.
That's true.
The Ruckus have won the championship before a couple of times. Last year they did not. But they would like to take it back this year. The Spartans now pushing forward. And that ball's going to be brought back. Ruckus need to get back 10 meters. Oof. Big truck there. And she will award the try. So that's going to give the San Juan Spartans their first try of the game. That try was scored by L'Oreal Cruz, the prop for the team, and she's wearing number 8 today.
Just using brute force to get over that line.
Absolutely. You saw the other player get knocked back when they collided. So the San Juan Spartans have the first points of the game. The score will be 5 for the Spartans, who we will have as the visitors. And the Ruckus just couldn't quite get themselves settled in that last phase of play. They were kind of running around a little bit, so we'll see if they can recover their heads a little bit on the second round. I think you mentioned it before, but the sidelines now are just packed. There's a lot of players coming here to watch this final, and that ball just travels the distance it needs to go. We're seeing that ball taken forward right now by Alyssa. number 12. And now taken forward by one of the scrums.
Oh, some big hits happening out there.
And now that ball is being taken forward. San Juan, one player to beat, and she does. If she can just keep ahead of her, looks like she will, but either way, is she going to award the try?
It
looks like no. Did she?
I heard the whistle, I just didn't see the arm. I'm
Yeah,
assuming that was a try.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there, but...
Players are certainly celebrating.
Yeah, so we're going to just say that it was a try. That was Savannah Padilla, the number 1 for them, Padilla. So that's both props so far have already put points on the board. So it looks like San Juan's willing to just let their front rows rumble this ball to a victory.
Certainly looks like it. Certainly not what you expect in a sevens game.
Well, that conversion was good. So now we're going to see 12 points on the board for the San Juan Spartans real quick and early in this game. At this point, the Ruckus have to be a little bit shocked. They don't know why they just keep letting the ball squeeze through them.
Well, I can tell you they certainly have the smaller team physically, and they seem to be involved in an arm wrestle with a much bigger, mostly attacking team. So what they need to be doing is just get the ball away from contact and try to play around the outsides of the field instead of trying to wrestle their way through the big forwards of the Spartans.
We see right now that ball handed off to the opposing number 18, Elandria Martin. But instead we're going to have a line out now. Good news, everybody, a sevens line out now. So in sevens we're going to have more of a small group setup. And just taken real quick by the big girl, but we see referee Tony Nichols with his flag up.
Referee not looking over.
No.
I doubt that she's ever going to see that.
No. And he just sets it back down as the Ruckus cleared with a clearance kick. And nice move right there. She's pushing that ball forward.
Some soccer skills showing up.
If Jasmine can pick that ball up, she's not going to. Instead, we're going to see San Juan get it. Nice little kick there to try and clear it by Bailey Rohde.
Some offsides play by some of these Spartan players there.
And Kendra Reynolds fighting with that ball in her hand.
Be interesting to see what the call is from the referee over here. Lots of infringements.
Better question, what isn't the call? Either way, we see the Ruckus. Alyssa, the hooker, is going to start off with that ball. She's going to go forward. She just fights through Rohde's hit and dodges around, and it looks like she's going to put points on the board. And yes, that will be a try awarded for the Westside Ruckus. So the Ruckus get onto the board with their first 5 points of the game. It's going to be a tough angle there to kick.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough conversion.
I'm
not taking that kick. Well, it's good to see so many family members out here. Pretty much both sides of the field is packed, even though the wind is crappy and it's not that nice of a day. People seem to have come out to support these teams and enjoy some rugby.
Absolutely, and didn't see the conversion, but looks like she's getting ready to take it right now. And she's going to kick it with the, well, she missed. Didn't get her foot on the ball, so that's going to give 5 points to the Westside Ruckus and down 12 points to the San Juan Spartans.
I wonder if that even counts as an attempt.
Well, I don't think she wanted to try anyway, so. But we would like to thank the MCM Elegante Hotel and Event Center, full-service 4-star property where cleanliness, friendliness, and impeccable service is our daily standard. And we do honor NMAA rates for 2016. And you see, well, if you could hear it, there was an egregious knock forward there by the Westside Ruckus, and these San Juan fans on this side definitely wanted to make sure the referee could hear that.
Well, the ball didn't travel 10 meters from the kickoff, but the
Okay.
Spartans decided to play on in any case. And so if you accept that kickoff and you keep playing, then you know whatever happens after that's on you. But
And looks like offload was not quite right. She's got the cards in her hand. Not sure why. But we're going to try this scrum down one more time. Ball just squeaks right out of the scrum.
it's going to be interesting. Just got to have to make a call at after this scrum.
So
I'm not
Landry
really
and
sure
Martin.
what's going on in there.
Yeah, Martin's feed-ins haven't gone too well. Comes straight out. Something's going to happen now.
She's going to have to penalize someone. I'm just not sure who she's going to penalize. Oh.
Looks like that's the half. After the first half, we have 5 for the Westside Ruckus and 12 for the San Juan Spartans. We'll be right back with the second half of this game.
Here's the dangerous Hannah Obry. Pradika's going, and she's going to be out, I think.
Nice
yep.
throw.
Whoop. Here's the 0-1. She hit that one from up in her eyes, way back, still going back. Oh, what a nice play by Pavacek on the move.
Welcome back for the second half of our girls championship round. Westside Ruckus coming from your left to the right in those green and green socks, while the San Juan Spartans going from the right to the left in all black. And the Ruckus kicked that ball into the Spartans line. Immediately knocked forward. I think one of the things one of my coaches used to say was always try to catch those balls sideways, just so that that sort of thing doesn't happen.
Certainly would help, especially in this sort of wind. These girls are playing into the sun, so that certainly makes it a bit more difficult, which is convenient for us sitting in the shade.
Well, Alyssa is going to be the scrum half now. She was playing hook before. Good feed in. She's heading out to the outside, trying to use the speed advantage, but San Juan got there and sent her straight out. Instead of running up, she ran sideways and ran her way out of the field.
Yes, pretty much lost her team the ball with no field advantage gained, which is really not what you want to be doing. Seems like she had a lot of confidence in her speed, which didn't pay off.
And let's see what they do on this one. Sent straight to Cruz again. This one was fought because the Ruckus knew what was going on, but still, Cruz takes that ball. So we're going to have a scrum down now for the San Juan Spartans. Was it for coming in too early, or what would it be on there?
I am not sure. Assistant referee Marka gave her that instruction on it being a scrum. Lifted his flag quite quickly. And so the sign didn't come through very clear, so I'm not sure what that infringement was for.
Well, we see the Spartans now pushing forward with that ball. I believe that's Danielle Andrews. Picked up now by Alondra Martin. Martin gives that ball to her hook, Marissa Griego. And the Westside Ruckus have stolen that ball. But the Spartans, yeah, back and forth here. And all the girls are right on top of each other, so if they can get an edge. And we see Bailey Rohde taken down.
Exciting stuff.
We saw the sideline explode a little bit.
Certainly very exciting on the defense and the attack.
And it looks like I see a card in the hand of the referee, so she's bringing the captain over.
I'm not sure what that card would be for. That was just a good tackle. She's not giving any explanation.
Well, either way, that number 4 is off the field for a yellow card. She'll be back in. How long does a yellow last in a sevens match?
Sevens game, I think it's 3 minutes. 3 minutes sin bin.
That's a long time in a 10-minute half.
That is,
so
that is. And I certainly would like to see some indication from the referee, you know, what that was for. I think that was just a very good, very solid tackle. Certainly, I don't want to discourage players from being aggressive defensively, from a defensive point of view.
Normally that would jumpstart the team, but it's probably going to be bad for them to lose a player.
Certainly, well, it makes a big impact on a sevens game. You know, there's a lot of room around to maneuver, and if you take a player off the field, there's just so much more.
Absolutely. Well, the Barley Room is your home for football and basketball fun. Great food, drinks, live music. It's all at the Barley Room. And so we're going to come back.
Okay,
Looks
cool.
like...
Okay. Any specific stuff that you want me to say about you?
Just to say how wonderful I am. I mean, nice ass.
And so we're going to see San Juan getting the ball on this on that penalty there. They might kick for touch, but you know, then again, fly half might just hold on to it for fun. And she does just that. That's actually the scrum half, Alondra Martin. Another big defensive play by the Westside Ruckus. But San Juan's able to hold on to it. They knocked it forward there, so it looks like we're playing advantage. And the Ruckus look like they have the corner. If she can get there, looks like she's going to have that try. She's running. And she puts it down. That's Isabella, the center, number 11, with the try. And that's going to give them 10 points right now if they can kick a successful conversion, which is going to be very difficult in this wind. They can tie this game up at 12.
Well, it's interesting because they just lost a player to the Sunbin, and they came back with a score. Now that's really good character shown by these goals.
Absolutely, and you talked earlier about you know, certain teams when they lose a player, you know, it gets them more fired up. And it certainly seems that the Ruckus have played just that way.
It certainly does. It was interesting though when the Spartans took a quick tap. It looked like a high tackle almost around the head of one of their players, right in front of the referee. And no advantage played for that. I'm sure the coaches would be asking some questions.
And this women's state championship game just got more interesting. Could be just like the consolation round, because now the score's tied, so whoever scores next probably gets it one more time. We see San Juan taking that ball, rushing in, and she's playing the player, not really the ball, but nothing called there. Oh, hair
All
pulled
happening
right there.
right in front of the referee.
And she's going to call him back for that. Looks like we're going to need a minute here.
There's a player down right behind her. I don't think she's noticed.
And pretty egregious play there by the Ruckus.
She might have lost quite a bit of hair there. Almost looked like hair was going to come off. That was quite a strong tug.
Yeah, well, luckily she's back up and walking, so hopefully nothing too big. But the Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs and the Frontier Restaurant are proud supporters of New Mexico Athletics. Sorry about that. They've been serving Albuquerque and supporting our kids for over 40 years. 4 great locations, including the Frontier Restaurant across the street from UNM's Central Avenue campus. And the Spartans now trying to fight forward. They've got the area fed off to Lacey White. And now taking forward, the Ruckus have stolen that ball. White tries to grab the ball.
The referee called something. Not sure what she is signaling.
Well, it's for the Ruckus, so going back 10 meters. Let's see what she's going to do. Kick to touch or just tap and go is more likely. Ruckus lose that ball. We see that ball cleverly taken forward by Sahedra Medivili. But
in that case, you really want the players to be allowed to play on with the advantage.
Absolutely.
That was a definite possibility of the Spartans scoring a game-winning try. They're only down by 2 points. If that had been a try, they'd be in front.
Actually, they are winning right now. They're up by 2.
Oh, you're right. They are the team that's up. Well, anyway, an advantage could have certainly led to a try there for them.
Most certainly, and Andy Johnson will be feeding that ball in as the scrum half for the Spartans now. Ruckus win that ball, though. And they've got the, if they can get that corner, they've got points in the victory. But instead, we see Andy Johnson come back and save anything from happening. But now the Ruckus are pushing forward again. Big, tough hit there. Ruckus are just trying to keep playing that ball. They're feeding it to each other very well. She's going to blow it for the forward pass. We're going to have a scrum down now. Articles for her, timeless styles uniquely for you. For info, visit them on 8510 Montgomery or give them a call at 505-298-6700. We'll see another opportunity for San Juan to put this ball in. We're going to see Andy Johnson feeding the ball in one more time. Last time they didn't win it, but this time it comes straight out their back. She feeds it, but unfortunately Lacey White did not get her hands on it. A clearance kick, and White's chasing it. Andy Johnson as well. And the Ruckus, just one player to beat if she can, and she does. But San Juan fills in. The Ruckus are right knocking on the door right now. There's not much time left in this. And they break through for a try. The Westside Ruckus go up for the first time in this game today. They now have 15 points over the San Juan Spartans. Not a lot of time left to play. The kick is no good, so that'll leave the score at 15 for the Westside Ruckus and 12 for, well, he misput that. Ignore that score on the far side. It is 15-12 right now in favor of the Ruckus. Well, we hear the sidelines exploding about, well, what the proper score is, but it is 15-12 right now. The Ruckus just have to hold on to their lead. They could try and go for the throat right now, but
people on this side of the field are certainly getting very excited about the misplaced score.
Yeah. And so the Ruckus kick that ball back in. The Spartans have been flat-footed in the second half. Haven't really played into the Ruckus side. San Juan loses that ball again. The Ruckus now have that ball one more time. They're running backwards. That was a forward pass, but not called by the referee. Lost by the Spartans again to the Ruckus. The Ruckus look like they're going to put 5 more points up on the board. Alyssa gets another try, so now they're going to be at 20 to 12. So now the score, 20 points for the Westside Ruckus. They'll likely not be getting a very good kick because they haven't been about that so far, but right now the Westside Ruckus have 20 points. Still 12 for the San Juan Spartans, and I mentioned going for the throat earlier.
I see someone sprinting across the field to go and correct the scoreline.
They still didn't get it though, because it's 20 to. Oh, I see. They're just changing it up.
Oh, I see.
I'm very confused about that, but either way, it's 20 to 12 right now. And this girls' final, this second half has been all Ruckus. The Library Bar and Grill. You can watch all ProView Network broadcasts at the Library Bar and Grill and the brand new Library Bar and Grill on San Mateo. Bring the whole family for the biggest game's best food. And that is our game. The Westside Ruckus are your new girls state champions. They've won back the title with a 20 to 12 victory over the San Juan Spartans. And the Spartans dominated the first half, but in the end, it's who plays to the end.
Big celebrations there. That was quite the interesting game. Going back and forth. Momentum for both teams. Could not have called this any time before the final whistle. It could still have gone either way.
Well, congratulations to the Westside Ruckus, and we'll be right back here from Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta Park with the Boys 15 Finals. My name is Aaron. For Hedo, thank you all for joining us.